I ain't saying that we're flexing formal, but today this ain't normal, and I mean that in a good way. Today might be a good day.
Strugglers, I hate to say I told you so, but I absolutely love to say I told you so. They say I am That's So Raven, and I will accept that title. Every now and then I will make a bold prediction, and they always come true, let's be honest. And my latest bold prediction has come true. Let's talk about it. You know what? Actually, to be fair, it wasn't that bold. It was based on a lot of research that I had done. It was an educated guess. So let's just start from the beginning. Back in February of 2024, I made this video titled, I watched every Super Bowl commercial ever made, in which I watched every Super Bowl commercial ever made. And in that video, I talked about the commercials specifically in the 2020s so far have leaned so far into celebrity cameos and like nostalgia porn. Everything about these commercials just screams, look, it's famous people. Don't you want to buy our thing because of famous people? So I talked about that in this video, how it was kind of starting to get a little old. Okay, let's be honest, we've seen enough of it. How many times do we need to see celebrities? Are we not sick of them yet? I'm kind of sick of them. Well, later that year, in the last video of the year, my wrap-up video that I do every single year, I made a prediction. Let's hear that prediction right now. Every single commercial that aired was some kind of celebrity nostalgia thing. It was exhausting, and now, honestly, here's what's gonna happen now. Bold prediction time. Get ready for me to blow your minds. The next Super Bowl that the Vikings will be playing in, I think... Ooh, okay. That wasn't my bold prediction. That was actually completely incorrect, unfortunately. The Vikings did not play in this previous Super Bowl, but they will next time. But that doesn't matter because that wasn't my prediction. This is the real prediction. Listen up. The next Super Bowl that the Vikings will be playing in, I think it's gonna be the exact opposite because I think the ad agency people have kind of caught on that, wait, oh no, we've done too much of this. So I think what they're gonna do next is the exact opposite, and they're gonna be like, we don't need celebrities to sell our product. We're better than those other companies. We don't need celebrities to sell Degree deodorant. I'm just a regular guy. You've never seen me before. You don't know who I am. I'm not Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and I don't need to be. It doesn't matter that you don't know who I am. Degree deodorant is so good and blah, 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 blah. Trust me, guys. So that was me in December of last year, and this video came out December 31st, but I think I recorded it on the 26th. My public prediction that for the next Super Bowl, companies would specifically lean away from celebrity advertisements. And not only that, they would make a big stink about the fact that they're not having celebrities in the commercials. It's almost too good to be true. My siblings and I have recently started a podcast together. And on one of the episodes of the podcast that has not aired yet, it hasn't been released yet, but here, I'm going to show you a little sneak peek of it. We talked about this prediction on Super Bowl Sunday, just a couple of hours before the actual game. So we recorded this episode on the day of the Super Bowl at like 1 p.m.-ish. The Super Bowl was to happen later that afternoon. Listen to what we said.
They'll have at least one banger for sure.
Hopefully they have more ads this year with just normal people in it.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Did you?
Those are, yeah, I think those are funnier.
Because I made that whole video about Super Bowl ads.
Yeah.
And I talked about the 2020s so far have been ridiculous.
Yeah.
Every commercial
All
is a celebrity cameo.
Yeah.
But then I think it was in my wrap-up video, I said, I think this year they're going to really heavy course correct.
I think so too.
And they're going to do not cameos. And not only that, they're going to draw attention to the fact that they're not doing cameos.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, hey, you don't know who I am, but Dove deodorant is so good that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now, it's interesting that I said Degree deodorant in the first one and Dove deodorant in the second one. That is not going to come into play. I just think it's interesting that I both times used examples of deodorant unrelated to each other. I have deodorant on the brain for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. I think that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, they totally could do that.
And that's literally happening later today, so I guess I'll be proven right or wrong really soon. And fortunately for me, I was proven right because none other than Taco Bell released a commercial mid-Super Bowl. Let's take a look at what they did.
This is Taco Bell's celebration of its fans. Behold, a bunch of randos, not famous people.
Wait, what?
Sorry, big guy.
What did he say?
Behold, a bunch of randos, not famous people.
Behold, a bunch of randos, not famous people. Okay, Taco Bell, I see right through you. Also, here is a famous man right here. Mr. LeBron James, one of the most famous people on planet Earth. What does he have to say?
A bunch of randos, not famous people.
Wait, what?
Sorry, big guy.
But I'm Doja.
Yeah, but celebs don't make Taco Bell Taco Bell.
Is this not exactly what I predicted? Down to the phrasing and everything? We don't need celebrities to sell our thing. They don't matter. Celebrities don't mean anything to us. In my wrap-up, I said, oh, I'm just a regular person. We don't need Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And here we are. They threw in LeBron James. They just swapped him out 1-for-1 for LeBron James. They probably filmed the commercial actually with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson originally, and then they saw my prediction and they said, wait a second, swap him out. Swap him out for LeBron James. It's not technically the same thing.
Celebs don't make Taco Bell Taco Bell. Fans do.
But I am a fan.
This is so our non-famous fans can take screenshots for their moms.
How about now?
Yeah, no.
Taco 2?
Drop it, LeBron.
Oh,
this isn't for you. It's for you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you.
Okay, we get it. They hate the famous people. They're going in the opposite direction, while also still doing the famous people shtick. If you're gonna do it, just go all in at least, you know? If you're gonna steal my idea, Taco Bell, if you're gonna rip me off like that, no, I am kidding. I'm sure this was filmed back in, July of last year. But isn't it funny? Isn't that interesting that exactly what I said was going to happen did end up happening? Now, here's another thing that I need to touch on. I made my initial prediction in December. And then in January, before we filmed the podcast episode, Taco Bell released this little teaser.
This year, Taco Bell is making fans the stars of their big game ad, not celebrities.
Did someone photobomb us?
Okay, so you may have seen this little teaser commercial, and that's fine. I still predicted this before it happened, because this teaser came out in January, it seems. So I am still absolutely gonna claim this as a prediction win for me. I will take that. Thank you so much. I hadn't seen this prior to us recording that episode of the podcast in February. But ain't that something? Ain't that something? Let me know if you would like next week's winning lottery numbers. I'll be sure to send you a message on that. I feel good about this. As much as I talk about, in a joking way, my advertising degree and all that stuff, I have a playlist on my channel that I made recently of all the videos where I've used my advertising degree, and that's on my main channel. But it's just fun to see, I kind of do see what's going on, okay? I got the degree and that's why I'm qualified or whatever, but I don't know, man. I feel good about this. I gotta hear it one more time just because it feels so good.
Behold, a bunch of randos, not famous people.
Wait, what?
Sorry, big guy.
I can't get enough of that. I'm gonna be riding this high for forever, probably. Taco Bell, send me a check in the mail. I would greatly appreciate that. Or just send me a coupon for a quesarito. Do quesaritos still exist? I heard they were taking them off the menu. I haven't been to Taco Bell in many years. But yeah, anyway, that's really all I wanted to say. I just kind of wanted to brag about that prediction. Not much else to say. Thank you for joining me on the second channel for this quick little video. If you have any big events coming up in your life that you would like to know the outcome of before they happen, just go ahead and ask away. I'll be sure to let you know how that's going to end. In the meantime, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye-bye.